Hello everyone, my name is Van here, and today we're back with my NX Motion tutorial, the basic tutorial course here. And today I will talk about the CAM and Valve um, simulation. So as you can see here, this is like the design that we have, and this is basically um, the projection of the curves on a same datum plane here, the tools that I use to create this thing. So basically today we're going to simulate the motion of this design here in two ways. So the motion is that this thing here will spin, create like the up and down motion of this thing here, and then it create like basically the sliding motion here. So I will run it for you. Example. So here, this is how it's going to run. So in this one here, we are using the the 2D contact tools in this simulation. We basically using the drawings to move the 3D ones here. Um, this works very easily. This is like a suitable ways to do it in this design because it's only moved like in a 2D way. It's not like a 3D where this thing will bend over or something. So it works out and it's very light. This is much it will reduce like the information of the file after it finished. So and here is another way. This way is basically create like a 3D contact between between the joint and the bodies together. It's lagging right now. It's finished. So here, um, let's try to run it. Oh, I have to solve it first. Okay, let's try it. Here it works the same way. Oh, it's just like a slower speed that I put there. So basically, this one use the contact, the 3D contact between the bodies here, and this one use the contact between the 2D's version. Okay, so let's hop into doing this 2D first. So I will delete everything here. Okay, so first of all, I will try to do the contact of the 2D version first. So here we choose motion body. We do not care about the 3D motion right now. We just do the 2D ones. So we just click. We just create like the motion body for the 2Ds only. We do not use like the 3D for now. And click OK. No fixed body here. So another one. Remember to choose none for the mass. It's not automatically. It's not user defined. You can put user defined and put 0 there. It doesn't matter. But for this 2D version, you can just use none because it doesn't really have any mass here. Just click OK and you choose the rest. Okay. So how this thing works is basically you create like a motion body here and there, and it's the same as the like the 3D. It's only applied for sketch basically. So you create a joint. It's the same thing here. So this one is a sliding joint. It's going up and down. We have to change the vector here. So you can choose this, and that's good to go. Click apply. Change another one. This one is a revolute joint. So here, um, it's already chosen for the origin and the vector for us. But if you want to choose, you say like a curve here. You can just choose the point, the vector here, and click apply. This thing as well. Has to change the vector here. Okay, that vector is good. so you don't really need it. Click OK. We don't really have like a fixed joint for now, so okay, let's create the 2D motion for it. So in this here, these two curves are always in contact, as well as these two curves here. So this line always in contact with this ends here. This round shape part also, always in contact with this part here. So I think there's some problem with this joint over here. Oh, I see. Okay, that's it for now. So we just basically create like a 2D contact. So first we select the curve. You only need to select this part, because this is like the connecting part. You choose a second set for it. You have to choose all things here because it's round here. So that's basically it. And this thing as well. Again, you just only need to choose where they interact. You can choose all the things you want, but this is only the things that are necessary to do. So let's try to run it. Solution. Output 5. Click OK. Oh, and also you have to put like some driver for it. So here I will put 360, so that's run faster. Okay. It's like create like a arrow here. So solve it and try to run it. It would take a while because like 2D, the contact, like the contact tools might take a lot of information to do. So it will create. It would take longer to solve it more than other things. So here is the motion that we want in 2D. So basically, the things we have to do now is to attach this 3D, this 2D version to the 3D ones. So how we do that is just basically use this 2D version that we already have and add in the joint. Okay, that's this here, this, okay, this here, this, and also we should choose another motion body, to fix it in the environment. And then if you want, we can just choose here. And this one as well. And that's basically it. And we just solve it again. And then that should be good for this 2D contact tools that I want to talk about. Here. Okay, so that works perfectly. So that's what you want to do in this motion, because this thing only move in this direction. Yeah, you see, just only spin here. It's not gonna spin like in this direction. So you don't really need to have like a 3D interact with the other tools. You can just use 2D. So that works out. Um, yeah, and also you have like multiple tools that you can use. Like you can use a point and a curve. This thing here I use curve and curve. But if you want just to use just point, you can just click a point here, and then that point and this circle always connect to each other. It might be useful in some other cases, but not this one. And also this is the point and surface. For example, if you want this point always touch this surface here, you can use that. That's a way to do that also. So for now, that's it. for the 2D, and what I want to talk about and about the tools here that you can use in the, I think this is, yeah, this is one's like the constraint area, constraint tools, the three of them, and it's very useful in those situations, and it also looks quite satisfying when using it. Next one we're going to do like the 3D version of it. This one is here simplify, and I can't hide it, but I just put it there. Okay. Those DTCs here, I basically create a spring because this thing is never in contact with this here. It's not like in this version, so I have to create a spring to hold it up, and then also you create a 3D interaction between these two and these two. So basically, this thing like in this file, it will have a 3D interaction, and I want to talk about it later. Right now, I mean, so let's delete everything. Okay. I don't know if I can hide these. No. Okay, just leave that for now. Okay, so first I want to create like the motion body for all things here. So basically, this one is the same as like the normal way that we do things. This one here, not fixed anymore. Okay, and oh no, this one here, apply. If there's nothing to choose anymore, just click OK or cancel. All right, so you have the fixed joint here and three other joint. No, motion body, I mean. And okay, that's basically it for now. Now we create a joint here. It's basically the same thing. So this thing here revolute around this big body. So choose that. Origin is wrong now, so let's choose that again. Um, choose that. Vector here. Motion body. Apply. Revolute again. Origin. Do that. Vector. What do you mean? I think that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, sorry. Let's change that a little bit later. So slider join here, vector, origin. You can put it anywhere. Vector. Just choose. No, I cannot choose that line. Okay, that's vector. Motion body. Apply. Okay, so for this joint here, you have like you see like the ground here. It means that we didn't choose the the base body for it. So you choose that. So that should be good. Okay, let's check everything. Okay, does this thing move up and down? This thing move. You don't really see like the joint. So here. So this thing around there. That's it. That's good. That's cool. Okay, so now. Oh, sorry. I had to build the driver for it. I would put like the same velocity, 360, and okay. So I will show you what happens if we don't use ring. We just use 3D contact. So now we only need that. That's the 3D contact that we need. Like there's a bunch of information there of stiffness, but right now we just want it to like stay at its place. If it touch, it moves. That's it. So we don't really need to change anything. So like the color friction or many other things, and the more advanced stuff here. But for now, we just need 3D, contact. So apply for now. This thing here and this thing here. Apply. And let's try. There will be a problem. I'll say that, but for now, just try it to see if it works and where to fix it and what to expect if you guys want to do it. Um, this happened to me at the few first time that I did, but now after doing it, you kind of get it. So that's what you need doing this. So let's try to run it. As you can see, this thing just fall down because like you know the the interaction only happens between these two, not this thing and this thing. So what to do here? If you put a 3D contact between these two stuff, it will still fall down here. It's not gonna go up like normally, like it should. So for now, you have to create like a spring, to put a spring here basically to push that up. So um, spring attached. So you just choose a motion body for them. The origin for this part here, you should choose around that. Okay, so the second base is this one, and the origin is here. Okay, so this is like a preloaded length. It's like the distance between this point that it already have the value here. So basically, we just want it to hold there. We don't really need, change the friction, change the force, calculate it. So we just create like you can create like a damper and stuff here, but for now we just need that. So just click OK, and let's try it again. Yeah, it will take a while because of the 3D contacts and the spring as well. Is here you can see it's only like a 80% for like a while. So that's what I said is much more information needed for the file. So might gone up like a few kilobytes and stuff, like a few hundreds kilobytes. I mean, so for now, just try it, and that works out. You can see it's like a bit, the surface here is not really clean because of the software and my laptop is not very good. So the round shape here is not like perfect. So that's why it create like a vibration there. So that's why like this tool is very good. It's very detailed only because of the minor details like this create like a very big vibration there. So as you can see again, here it just vibrate a lot. Okay. So that's it for now. I talked about like the 3D concept that you can use to create like the motion body like in the same like this, and also like a 2D that you can use. You can use a sketch as well to create like a motion. So that's it for today, and I wish you the best, and I hope you enjoy the class. See you later.